Hi angels, welcome back to another video. This is going to be a resin video. I'm finished posting all of my vlogs from Italy. So I got this mold from a seller on Instagram. She does have an Etsy. I will leave the link in the description box of the website that I bought it from. Flowers from Amazon. And yeah, that's it. So after pouring down there some resin, I can start layering down in there all of the flowers that I want to be using. All of the glitter, all of the pigments, and also gold flakes. I didn't show every single step because I was making other stuff, and whatever resin that I had left over, I just poured it into the mold, and that was basically it. So it's first time using this mold. Super excited as soon as I saw it on my Instagram feed. I was like, oh my god, I have to get the mold. But I was going to Italy, so I was like, it wouldn't make any sense for me to order it now. By the way, I'm sitting outside, so just in case if you guys are hearing cars and stuff like that, that's why that's happening. Seriously, it was quiet earlier, and now as soon as I start recording, now all this noise. So I usually do these by layers. So after placing on the first layer, add a little bit of some resin on top of the flowers so everything can stick together. Add this white pigment left over, so just pour it in there. Also, I got a little bit of some gold flakes I'm pouring in there as well. So between each layers, I let them dry 24 hours. So that's what I'm going to be doing. After this layer dry, add on in there 2 more layers. And this is a little bit of some gold flakes that I had left over, so let's put it in there as well, because we don't want to waste any resin. And just cleaning up all over edges, because obviously I was sprinkling around. So this is going to be a 3rd layer. Obviously you can see some gold flakes and some blue glitters in there. That's some resin that I had run over, so I just poured it in there. And now I'm just adding on in there some white, some confetti glitter, and then I'm just going to pour in there some resin. And then I think I had some gold flakes. Yeah, some gold flakes in there, and then just some resin. And then after this layer, let it dry for 24 hours, and then I'm going to pour in there the last layer of resin. And that's that. Just let it dry for 24 hours. And you guys gotta watch out for the bubbles. Let's use my lighter to pop all of the bubbles, but I don't know what happened. Seriously, there was no bubbles. I was checking up on this thing, and then when I pop it out of the mold, it just turned out a mess. And I had some white left over. Then I'm just gonna mix it up, make a little swirly action. Swirl, swirl, swirl. And then just let it dry for 24 hours. A whole day. And it's gonna look perfect. And I just cover it just in case, if overnight, like maybe an air will fall in there. You don't know what's gonna fall in there, just to be safe. So I cover it up. So I also ordered the clock. I don't know what you call that thing. I think it's called a clock. I ordered it extra because you have to buy it separately. So I ordered it in gold. I think she also has silver on her website. I picked the gold because obviously gold looks good with anything. Now it's time to pop it out of the mold. It wasn't that difficult. I wouldn't say it was difficult to pop out of the mold. It was pretty easy, no problem, but it still took me a while because obviously you can see the resin ran over. I didn't want it to be, if it was sharp, to cut me, but I got it out. And this is how it looks. It looks amazing. The glitter, the gold flakes, the flowers, the white, the clear, everything looks amazing. The dark blue that you guys see up top is a little bit, I think, from the powder or from something else that I was mixing up that got in there, but it still looks good. Now I'm just popping off all the extra resin that ran over. If it's not difficult, I just use my hand, but you can use your X-Acto knife if that would be better. Look at how gorgeous it looks. Like, I love it. But it didn't turn out great because it definitely has a ton of air bubbles in there, and there's some space. I'm gonna give you guys a closer look, but it looks pretty good. All of it looks amazing. You can see the bubble at the side, and underneath it, it's a hot mess. Like, look at all of that bubble. Bubble, bubble, bubble. I don't know why I just said that. But I love it. I love this mold. I definitely want to try it again. Obviously with some lights, with some other stuff. Drying my own flowers and then using it in the mold. I think that would look amazing. So yeah. But I love the blue glitter. I think it's either blue or black. It looks good. I definitely did not. I only bought one of the clock, and obviously I bought 2 molds. Well, I bought 2 molds. 2 molds, so it's easy to just pop in and pop out to use it on different ones. But yeah, this is what I was talking about. The last layer, or it's the second layer, you can see a ton of air bubbles. At the sides, at the bottom, there's some space. But from afar, it doesn't look that bad. But if you just like look at it and examine it, you can see that there is some imperfection, but it still looks good.